Hello, already got us here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you, and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for your life, for your journey, and for this moment. Thank you all so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your positive energy. And thank you for your listening. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to be honest, I did try to start this message before, but, I had to stop it and restart. So I already have 4 cards out already. And the cards are grief, karma, divine abundance, and right now. And I kept hearing the word transmute before I even started. I kept just thinking of the word transmute. So you could be in this energy of transmuting, like the things that you've been through. You may have been through a lot of things that may have caused a lot of grief. It could be with, things that may have happened in other lifetimes. And this lifetime as well. Like you could have, had to repeat, certain cycles that may have caused a lot of grief, but I'm getting like you may be guided in this time to transmute this energy, or you always choose to transmute it. I'm getting like you could be a way to, release this energy. The card says tears are what happened when the ice in the heart melts. So there's a lot of things that that could have hardened your heart. Could have hardened your heart, could have blocked, a lot of energy within. And I'm getting like you could be guided in this time to, allow yourself to cry, allow the tears to come, even if you feel as though it's too vulnerable, allowing yourself to, cry, and release it, and, I'm getting like when you release it, I'm getting when you release it, you'll feel free. Yeah, losses on the bottom of the deck as losses on the bottom of the deck as I just look down. Wow. Yeah, you may have, there's something that you could have lost. I'm getting like you could have like went through a spiritual awakening. Like, I'm getting like you could have went through a spiritual awakening. You could have lost a lot during this awakening. I know for me, I always say, like, when I went through my spiritual awakening, like, I knew I was going through something that was different. I knew I was going through like an awakening. I'm not going to say awakening because I didn't really just know what awakening was at the time. I knew I was going through something that was needed, but I always say, like, there was another hand in that. There was other hands in that. I always say, like, that wasn't just me. That wasn't just, I do believe, like, because I was already going through an awakening, a lot was allowed to happen so that I can, so it could all happen at once. But as I said before, like, I know I was going through, I went through an awakening, but a lot of what I was going through, it was not just me. And my intuition was guiding me on that all the time, but it's like I was getting signs from my awakening, but I was paying attention to the signs when it came to my awakening, but I kept ignoring the signs when it came to, and I'm not going to say ignoring the signs, because they were coming to me, and I would dive into those, I would dive into like what else my intuition was trying to tell me, what other signs that I was trying to get when it comes to like people, places, and things. But when it was coming to me, because like I was new to awakening to this part of spirituality, I kind of like, no, that's not it. No, this isn't true. Why would someone want to do this? Or why would someone want to do that? Why would someone want me to lose this? Why would someone want me to lose that? But so what I've learned along the just the way is, trust my intuition on all in all areas. That's what I have learned along the way. Because yes, I paid attention to the signs when it came to my awakening, learning more who I was, unblocking and healing and doing that. But there was another side of spirituality that I had to awaken to. And I believe like the divine source let it all happen at once so that I could awaken in all the areas. Because like I said, my intuition was telling me about people, places, and the things, and I kept ignoring it. And, but I knew what I was going through wasn't all me. And divine showed me the people, showed me the places, showed me the things, and I still kind of, brushed it off. And like so I had to lose a lot in that time. I had to lose a lot in that time due to not listening to my intuition. And like, I do believe that was all a part of the divine plan. I want to read this lost card, even though I still have divine abundance in the right now card after the grief and karma card. I'm going to read the lost card that's on the bottom of the deck. And it says, sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. So I'm getting like, yeah, it was all a part of the plan, it was all a part, like just having like an ego death, of, people, places, for myself, and people, places, things that was in my life. That energy had to go. And so maybe you're in this energy. I know I kind of got off subject a little bit, but I feel like it's off subject, but it's in subject, if that makes sense. It's in subject for someone who needs to hear it, because you may feel this way. You may be going through an awakening. You may just went through a spiritual awakening, and you could have been awakened a certain part of about spirituality, whatever. And you may be guided in this time to listen to your intuition, or you may didn't listen to your intuition when it came to certain things, and because of that you had to go through a lot of losses. And I believe this is why this grief card is here and this karma card is here, because a lot of the things that you had to go through within this lifetime, it was because it could have been because of past lifetimes as well. That's confirmation. If you just heard that notification, there's some things that may have happened in your past life that that needed to be sorted out this lifetime. So I'm getting like, but you passed the test. And you are, for some, you passed the test. For others, you are passing the test. And that's why I believe this divine abundance card is here, and this right now card is here, because it's letting you know that allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to release that, allow yourself to unblock that energy that is within, to know that you're closing out that karmic cycle, that you closed it out, that you are closing it out, even from the past lifetimes before. I'm getting for some, like you've already passed that test. Like you could have did to people what your intuition was telling you could have did to people, what was done to you spiritually, but you chose not to. You chose to let divine timing happen. You chose to let divine intervention happen. And it's going to, and for those who feel as though there's injustice, please know that can't, I've always said this already, old earth, new earth, that had to happen, because there was a lot of star seeds, a lot of light workers that had to awaken to who they really are. So it's like a certain energy had to be used so that you could awaken. But I'm getting, come on, divine, I'm getting that had to happen because now you're going to be a part of this new this energy that is part of birthing new creations and being who you are, divinely guided to be, and get that balance and that justice. And you're going to also help tell stories, help guide others on how to heal and how to get through that as well. I'm getting like healers, teachers. You're awakening to that. So it's like you had to, you had to awaken to that because that's what's already been within you. And I'm getting like there could have been, that's confirmation for someone. That I know you all been hearing these notifications. But anyway, I was getting, there could have been like, some of you all are healers. Some of you all are, different type of speakers, have many talents and gifts and abilities when it comes to your spirituality. And I'm getting like, there could be an energy that may have misused this energy. There could have been an energy that was misusing this energy, and it was also misused on you. But what you're doing, wow, that's where that transmuting coming from. What you're doing is, instead of doing what was done to you, you're transmuting that energy, and you're awakening to who you truly are, and you're being that healer. You're using your gifts, abilities, and talents for the good instead of harming or hurting people. Being in groups, conjuring up energy, to go against people. You're not doing that. You're creating groups. You're creating sisterhood, brotherhoods, so that you can uplift people, unblock people from hurt, from energy that has been keeping them stuck and stagnant, unblocking illusions and helping people awaken and help uplift humanity. That's who you are, and that's why you had to go through that. It's like you were, it was like I said, even says it on the card, all a part of the divine plan. So instead of you choosing to be in a group, conjuring up certain energy to go against someone, you choosing to transmute that energy, even though you went through the pain, even though you went through the chaos, even though you went through that energy that only you knew about. Because if you told anyone about, they probably wouldn't have believed you. But it's a lot of people awakening now, and a lot of people believing people more because it's a lot of people talking about it. But years ago, wasn't nobody talking about this for real. And so, and I'm speaking that's confirmation if you hear that. And I'm speaking from a personal experience. And so what ended up happening is you choosing to, do right. See, that was the test of it too. Where was your heart going to be in it? And you passed the test when it comes to your heart, you let your heart be the guide. And so because of that, you have awakened into who you truly are. You're awakening into who you truly are. You being that vessel for the divine, because it was all a part of the divine plan. And it's going to bring balance. You're going to be restored. You are restored. You are healed. And you're going to be, this is why this divine abundance card is here, because you activated that abundance within. That's what you were supposed. That was the point of you going through that, so that you can, that divine abundance within you, so you can have that within, so that because I'm getting, for some in the past lifetimes, maybe you were the other person in a past lifetime, or maybe in a past lifetime you didn't pass that test. You probably did what they did to you back to them. But I'm getting, for this lifetime, you chose to do the right thing, and this is why that divine abundance, that divinity within, has been awakened within you, and that's why this right now card is here. It's speaking of letting go of that past, letting go what has happened in the past, letting go of those patterns, because you have passed all that, and be in the present right now, and to know how divine you are. Wow, it's not going to win. That energy is not going to win. It can't win. Remember, I spoke of this months ago. I spoke of this, it's about to be a year now. I spoke of this in July, of just how I saw I was right in the middle of this storm, right? Didn't even know it happened. Came back to the city. I had left to go drop off an order. Came back to the city, buckets everywhere. I get to the grocery store, buckets everywhere. Trees knocked down from the roots. Big thick trees was broken in the middle. Like, I'm talking about thick trees that's been here. It looked like it's been there for thousands and thousands of years. They cut down in the middle. It's trees that look like they've been there for thousands and thousands of years, uprooted from the ground. And I spoke of this a year ago. I had already spoke of it. And I'm not a person to toot my own horn, but I've been seeing it over time of what I've spoken in that video, just in that video, just how people's foundation, faulty foundation, is going to be uprooted. It was speaking of like things that was, when it comes to like things being falsely done, or things that weren't made on a true foundation being uprooted. That's what those trees was representing. That's what the trees was representing. And it was so much being shown to me that day in that one. I'm sitting here I left for it wasn't even a good 5 or 10 minutes dropping off an order. Came right back to that city. I mean, a whole storm had came, trees down everywhere. I'm like, whoa. And the wind was blowing when I was driving, but I was just like, I didn't even pay it no mind. I'm right in the middle of it. Everybody panicking. I get back to the store. I get back. Everybody's panicking. I'm just like, what? What just happened? You know? And that's what's been happening over the years. But that's not it. That's not it. It's you know how I said it was certain city when it comes to that, it's going to be, because it's stuff happening on a grand scheme. Ever since I done that message, you see things happening on a grand scheme, right? It's going to be trickling down, because just because you seen it in a grand scheme doesn't mean that it's not your neighbor doing stuff. It's not. And I'm not trying to beat on this energy of just negativity, but it doesn't mean that stuff not going to be shown of people that's up the street, your neighbor, or in a certain neighborhood or city not doing. The truth is going to be exposed. Those foundations they got to come up. They got to come uprooted, because of the energy that they have been carrying for so long, and may have been doing behind closed doors that no one knows about. And it's time to awaken those who are meant to be awakened. And it's time to come up and be a part of this new earth, and be a part of this new foundation. Wow. So I didn't even mean to go all into that, but yeah, I'm getting like for some, like, you went through some stuff. You went through a lot of stuff. It was a bird that just flew past me. And right before this video, I forgot to say that I saw a white butterfly. But just then a bird just flew past me. Birds can be significant for you. But I'm getting like for someone, as I split the deck, I have extraordinary and acceptance. But for someone, it was a lot of you were going through a spiritual awakening, but there was a lot of unjust stuff happening to you that you played no part of, that you had no idea. That there were some things that was happening that only divine knew about. Confirmation. I know you just heard that. Confirmation. I'm getting riled up because it's the energy in me that's I'm transmuting something right now. And I just ask that you hear what I'm speaking. I ask that you hear this information that is being told. I honestly don't like being in energy of trying to, talk down on anyone. You know what I'm saying? But there is wisdom. You have to go through your stuff, just like we see it here, karma, grief, all that. Just like that has to happen that has to happen to every individual, whether you want it to happen or not, And so I just split the deck again. It says surrender in divine source. So yes, there was a lot of things that you didn't see, behind closed doors. There's a lot of things that you did see, but you was under illusion, so you really couldn't speak on it. There was different things that you saw that people thought that you didn't see, but you did. Worth on the bottom of the deck as I'm speaking. It was because of your worth. It's because it messed with your worth. It made you feel unworthy. It made you feel inadequate. I'm getting there certain things energy that probably was, done so that you could feel unworthy. So you could feel like you wasn't adequate. But I'm talking to someone who is extraordinary and accepted. Remember, I said that when I split the deck, extraordinary and acceptance. It's time for you to accept how extraordinary you are, how unique you are, how powerful you are, how divine you are, and to, know that you are worthy, because you are. And, it's time to, get to that next level. You're not defeated. Even though you may for a moment felt like you were defeated, you weren't defeated. You gotta let people know how you survived that. You gotta let people know that you are the survivor. You're not just talking it. It's not just a cute saying. You really are a survivor. You really choose to thrive and survive. You're not just saying it because it sounds cute, just because it's a phrase. You really did that. You did that. You stood in it. You stood in the things that, that you stood in adversity when no one knew what was going on. You stood in spiritual warfare that no one knew that you were going through. I know, because I had to do it. Faith just came out of the card deck. I'm sitting here sweating. I've never sweated this much. I'm sweating. This energy is, I'm needing to be spoken. Wow. Your path. Wow. Faith in your path. You chose to have faith on your path. Your faith is what got you here. Your faith. You chose to continue to have faith. And that's why you're here now. Divine flow. You chose to have faith, and you chose to follow your path and let the divine flow. That's why you're here. Yeah, because you're limitless. You're limitless. It's an energy that knows who you are. That's why it had to happen like that. And this energy plays a part in people who are low vibrational. Like I said, I'm not here to talk against anyone, but there is a such thing. I had to come to realization that there is a such thing, and I had to put it in a place. I had to put it where I could understand it, because I understand energy. And so how I broke it down, I'm like, oh, I get it now, because I had to break it down to my own logic. So there is there is an energy that knows that there is such thing as low vibrational energy. And when there's low vibration energy, this energy can play a part. This energy can play in that type of energy because it's low vibrational. So it's just like that energy, that low vibrational energy is just like a what do you call that puppet? Like where the strings, the strings are attached to the puppet or attached to the thing, and it's playing with it because that energy is low vibrational. Wow. But you are limitless. And so you had to, that was part of it. You had to go through that to see that there's confirmation. You had to go through that to see if you were going to pass that test, because you could have been in that low vibrational energy. The test, like, were you going to do what was done to you? Were you going to stay in a low vibrational energy on your end, because it was messing with your self-worth. It was messing with who you were. Were you going to be in that low vibrational energy where this energy could attach to you even more, and where this energy will eventually go from the energy that it was going to you? I'm sitting in front of a place that says urgent care, family care. That could be significant for someone. Urgent care, family care. Urgent. This message is urgent. Then signs just came out. Wow. Loss went ahead and came out. Wow. How many minutes? I'm on 22 minutes. Wow. I'm going to get before I get the overall message, I'm going to get a couple cards from here. I just saw limitless on the bottom of the deck. Patience is sticking out. I went ahead and took it out. I have your patience. The number 7 could be significant. The number 25 could be significant. Patience. It's taking a lot of patience. I'm getting have patience when it comes to just, what's meant for you. I'm getting like, you're that what you went through, you're getting double for that. You're getting double for that. So what you've lost, you're getting double for that. You're getting double for that, or however much that you claim that you're going to get from what you had to go through. I'm getting like, you may feel as though you lost it, but you've gained so much within. And I'm getting like, you're going to be in this energy of being the very best version of you that you've ever been. What you lost, you're getting back. You're getting that back double. You're getting it back double. Some of you all lost jobs, lost homes, lost cars, lost your self-worth, lost a lot of things that was within, but you gained, because you went through the healing of going within, you've gained that within, and you're going to also gain that outwardly as well. Some of y'all could have lost your family. Remember I said something about family care. Some of y'all could have lost your family, lost the family. Wow. Hope just came out. Patience and hope. You bring God to have patience and hope in this time. The number, confirmation. You're being guided right now to have patience and hope. There is hope. You may want to give up. Confirmation again. This phone's never done this. Now, out of all times that this phone just goes off many, many times, Like I said, I just feel like this message is urgent. You could be getting a text message about something, an urgent text message when it comes to something. There could have been a text message that didn't get to you. There's something, when I say something about, and this is in another video that I'm going to be posting, where I said something about you could have lost something. I'm getting like you could have, lost some money. You could have lost a lot of money. You're going to get that back in double. There could have been a message about some money that you were supposed to receive, or a check or something that you were supposed to receive. You're going to get that back in double. There's an energy that belongs to you. There's a life that belongs to you that was always meant for you, because this is you and your free will. I'm talking to a starseed. I'm talking to a light worker. You're going to live that life that was meant for you. The life that was meant for you. The life that was meant to be taken from you. The life that I'm getting for some of you all, you wasn't even supposed to be here. I'm getting for some of you all, you wasn't even supposed to be here, but you made it through because you're a survivor. You're not just saying it because it's cute. You are that for real. You know how to thrive through chaos. And I'm getting like you went through a lot of things. You went through a lot of chaos. You went through an awakening and had to go through some more. And had to go through 10 times that due to other energy that was, had to play a part in it. You are a survivor. Patience and hope. Confirmation again. It's like every time I say patience and hope, that notification is urgent for you to know, to have patience and hope. You may want to give up in this time. You may have just cried. That grief card was there. You may have just cried. Confirmation. You may have just cried, about something. You may want to cry about something, but you're being guided to have patience and hope. Your time is coming. What was done in the dark is going to come to light. What was meant for you is going to happen for you. If anything was taken from you, you're going to get it back in double. There's balance being here. There's justice that is here. It has to be confirmation. If you just heard that this message is powerful. Surrender. I have here surrender and Mother Earth. You're being guided to surrender. Let it all go and trust, and know that Mother Earth is going to take care of it. And you're being guided to know that to spend time in nature, so that you can feel their nurturing, their care, and to know that Mother Earth is going to take care of it. I cannot make this up. I have here be still, and I have here mirrored souls, and I have here transformation. Be still, mirrored souls, and transformations. There's other souls that have went through the same thing that you have went through, either same or similar. And I know this, and that's why I'm speaking. That's why I was guided to do this message. That's why I was guided to transmute this message like this, because there's other people that went through this same thing, but you didn't. This wasn't for the weak. And I'm not saying, and I'm still saying this as caring as possible. That this journey is not for the weak. It's not. You made it out. You made it through, and that's why that patience and hope is there, because it's letting you know to have that patience and that hope, and to surrender and continue to spend time in nature. Continue to spend time in nature. So I'm getting the overall messages as I'm speaking. I have already doubt, loneliness, and gratitude, and I'm gonna get one more. This was a powerful message. Maybe it was time for me to transmute what was needed. Maybe it was time for me to. Maybe that was part of my transmutation, my grief of what happened. Within my journey. I lost cars. I was homeless. It was a lot. I've done messages being homeless. I've done message in the dark. I've done messages, without a car. I've done messages, oh my goodness, I could go on. But I chose to still be here. I chose to still transmute. And this is something someone is doing right now. And this is why that patience is speaking of that patience and hope. Have patience, have hope. You're going to get what's yours. It's not in vain. It's not in vain. It's not in vain. And just because you think, divine knows what you've been through. And when it's your time to get what's yours, it's going to look like it was urgent. It's gonna be that urgent where it's gonna look like you just came out of the blue. It's gonna look like these blessings just came out of the blue, but no, you've been in a cut. You've been patient. You've been having hope. You went through some things to get what you're about to get. And I'm getting like you're being guided to get ready. I'm getting like, get ready to receive. Like I said, what's that message I made? It's like, you've been beautiful to the world. Let the world be beautiful to you. You've been beautiful. You showed your heart when it came to this stuff that you went through. You showed your heart. You showed your character. When things went left, when things that you lost, when people rejected you, you showed your character. Now it's time for you to be in this receiving energy, so that you know what you did during this journey can reflect the person you are, the beautiful person you are. Wow. And the last card is empowerment. Wow. So the first card I have here, and I have like 3 other messages I'm supposed to post, but I'm gonna go ahead and post this one. And sometimes, like the message yesterday, like I go ahead and post. Some of the times I'll go ahead and post the message, but sometimes it takes so long for the messages to post. Like the message, the beautiful message that I posted at around like 11 o'clock yesterday morning. It didn't post till 11 o'clock, I believe, last night. All right, so the first card I have here is doubt. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. Loneliness. When you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. Gratitude. Find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now, and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm like the warmth of the sun. Empowerment. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self. Wow. I really hope that this message resonated with you all. Like I said, I'm getting this energy of being ready to receive. And I believe in that beautiful message that I spoke of. It's like it was saying with the ease card, it said it's easy for me to receive, it's easy for me to receive, it's easy for me to receive. Some of you all have went through so much that it may have caused so much blockages when it comes to you receiving. And I'm just getting like you're being guided when it comes to signs and your intuition of, getting ready of how to receive so that you can receive what is for you. But I'm getting like, there's so much that is in store for you, and I just want you to be able to be in that energy so that you can receive what's yours. Wow. As I split the deck, and this was me just splitting it says being enough in sanctuary. So you are enough. And I guess with the sanctuary, I'm not gonna read it. Well, I'll read it. Sanctuary says, a sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. Wow. I really hope that this message resonated with you. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.